Morning. How are things going today? Well, so things have started off very slow on this channel as I switched to a new channel. Don't have a lot of people that I had following switching with me. So it's going to be a slow build. But I did say I was going to do all the rest of my programming for this on this channel, so I'll just have to push them or recruit them over in this direction at some point in the future. But for now, this is what we're going to do. So, okay, so now as I work on to this game, you can see that I have down here my game plan page. Now this is only a partial view of it. I do plan to have a defense. You can see I have offense here. I want to put defense, but I found that I don't have a definition separation between. I don't have a flag that tells an offensive play from a defensive play in the playbook. So what I'm going to need to do is create a flag for that. So in order to pick that up so I can load an offensive and a defensive plan, I'm also going to break up my game plans into a offense and a defense. But I need to into an offensive and defensive component. In the meantime, I need to go over to my game situation. See, yeah, it's got to be offense and defense. Yeah, I was just trying to think what if I had any existing items. The plays themselves could theoretically be, but then I'd have to filter off all the play types. Because multiple play types, because you could have a blitz or a zone or a man-to-man or whatever. You have the different kinds of defenses, and then you have to grab all of them. It's just better off saying play type offense, defense, or situation offense, defense. So we're going to say do I want to have a simple flag that just says I can say true false flag because there's only offense and there's defense. Well, that's actually not true. There's special teams, but do special teams have situations like you would do certain things? Because you're either going to kick a field goal or you're not, right? I mean, that's a decision, a play that has to happen based on an offensive decision. But you can kick off, but even then, do you just have an offensive or defensive position? Special teams could be an onside kick or not. It's like, when do you try for an onside kick? When do you, because you have to have your game plan. Your game plan has to be intelligent enough to know whether or not it should at least consider an onside kick if it's behind. So I'm going to have 3 types. I think I'm going to have to do special teams. Now, there's only a few situations, right? Like you might have trailing by blah with a certain amount of time left, whether or not you kick an onside kick, or you might set it up differently if you're trailing by more. But ultimately, yeah, I think I'm going to have a type. Offense. Offense, defense, special team. There's spec. Offense, defense, spec. Because I don't know what else you would call this field. So you've got to come up with something. It's going to be an int. Offense, defense, spec. Type. Category. Group. All right. Offense, defense, special. Offense, defense, special group. Okay, so it's weird because I don't know. I mean, what would it be? play. It's not play. It could be a play type, or is it the team? Defensive team, special, offensive team, special team, special teams team. um, yeah, I don't know. Offense, defense, or special teams. How about that? Offense, defense, special team. Okay. Let's do that. Now I need to go over to my proto because that has a. Oops, I already forgot. Did I did I put it in as? It's right after ID. Okay. Now these have to be in order, because if that's the case, that sucks. Int 32 equals 2, which means I have to change all these numbers. I don't know if I have to do this in order or not. I would imagine you probably don't, but I could be wrong on that. It is interesting that you have to number these at all. I mean, I don't know why that even has to be a thing. Okay, so I think what was it? Make Jan? Oh, has to be in common. Common make Jan. Okay, so that should have all what I need. I don't believe I have any other references. So now if I want to test this, I need to look into this. I need to start looking at how I can run some tests, automated tests. I don't even know how I would do that at this moment, but what's it called? OFFDEF SPC team. And it's home. And we're going to go with these. This first one is offense because I don't have anything else. Okay. I don't know how to write Go microservices tests for various services. So I'm going to have to do some research on that one. Let's see. Let's not use up my days Claude. Let's go here. That's going to be long. Let's go here. All right, so how do I use, or how do I create a test in Go for microservice? Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Set up the testing environment. Ensure you have a test Go file for your test, service test Go. Use Go's built-in testing package. Yes, that's the plan. I think I just want to put it in like here. We'll call it game plan. New file. Call it game plan underscore test.go. If needed, include mocking libraries like GitHub Stretcher, Testify Mock, or github.com Golang Mock. Write the unit test. Okay, unit tests focus on individual components or functions. Here's an example. Assume your microservice has a function called calculate score. Well, I will have that, but I mean, what about like, I wanted to have one that validates the service itself. Hold on just a moment. I got to step away for just a quick second. So I do have a long day of coding planned today. Okay, so but I might break it up. Yeah, well, I will definitely break it up at points. Several things I want to work on today. One is obviously this, getting the game plan to kind of go. I want to be able to set up maybe one with the defense, a special teams situation, just to have it all on the page. And then I want to do a push where I can add or update for each of those items. Really, they're all the same item. Really, it's just going to be one class that gets its data, and then we'll push it back up to the parent using the calls that would update. Now, each one has its own thing. When we probably do this, I'll probably have like a save method or some other. Plus, I'm not totally sure I should just save automatically. Everything gets just saved. You push plus, it's save. You push minus, it's save. I mean, just because things happen, especially when you're talking about mobile phones. And again, I'm trying to build all this in premise where this is going to end up on a mobile app. Hey, Nintendo 54, am I on the wrong account? Oh, am I doing the wrong account? Dang it! You know, turkey bets. Okay, I'm gonna swap. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna switch over to the other account. Okay. Yeah, I got to remember to swap that out because when I do my gaming, I swap to the other one, and so that's what I did this weekend. I was gaming, and now I had to go and change out my my page. Why is this? Go away. I need to get this off my screen. Okay, so yeah, thanks for calling that out, man. Didn't want to stream too long. I have a long day of streaming planned today, but I do, and I want to work on like 2 or 3 different things. 3, I think, is the goal. One, try to work on getting the UI set up where I continue to have all 3, special teams, defense, and offense on my game plan so that I can add and remove items from that. Second item is I want to set it up to save, pushing it probably just to memory for now. And third item is spending some time getting the database set up. I got to start doing a database. I don't want to keep working in memory. Doing that for now because I wanted to get the microservices set up. I am also hoping to start getting the process of getting some testing in place, automated testing. And that's kind of what I was asking this thing for. But I don't know if you can set up. So they have writer integration tests. So I'm gonna be creating functions pretty soon where I actually start putting a lot of my logic from my sim into this application. The thing is, I've really got to stop. At this point, I got to get the database up and start getting data into the database so that I can start working on the actual player logic. And I'm trying to get the game plan logic in. I kind of I've been going back and forth on working with the game plan logic first versus the player logic, because game plan logic, well, it's easier. I mean, it's just, call a play. It's not the play logic, which is part of the player interaction, but it is the what plays do we call, when do we call them, that kind of thing. But of course, the different types of plays don't necessarily have much effect until I get the players and the plays, play integration in place. But hey, one thing at a time, right? So the ultimate goal is to get all of it going, but I do got to spend a lot of time on the player sim. But I thought maybe if I had the parts in place, like the whole game plan thing where I can set up a couple of different plays, I can sort of start manipulating a little bit, maybe even getting the game plan to work possibly with the prototype sim, where it's calling plays based on a logic. I did switch. Wait a minute. It showed me switch. Did it not switch? Am I not on Active Mind Games Dev? Now you got me looking. I gotta go look. What happened? Because I did switch according to Restream, but maybe it's not. I don't know if I like my camera up there. It's like if I'm leaning back, it isn't so bad. But if I'm doing this, and I'm leaning forward at all, I'm like, my head is right at the camera. I put it on top of the monitor. All right, so that is weird. What is going on, man? I know I changed it. All right, let me go back to my dashboard. No, I only have one Twitch. All right, so let's see what this says. Okay, so this is going to look like one of those million-mile. Okay, so it says, don't see, I did switch it. I'm telling you, I switched it. I turned this one off, turned this one on, started the stream up again. Dang it. All right, I'm going to try again. One more time.